Welcome to another Game Pass recap. We're only halfway through the month and there's already a handful of games to try. The two big titles so far are the mouthful Like a Dragon's Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii and High on Life 2, which I believe is a first day release. I tried the first hour of each game to see what they're like, so you don't have to. My name is Natal and these are the Game Pass games of February 2026 so far. Indica. Starting off with Indica, a surreal adventure about a nun. I was always hooked by the cover art of this game, but I never got a chance to get my hands on it. Despite the graphics being a bit gray, they do look good. The characters have unique, memorable faces and quirky personalities. There's a little humor to go along with the drab narrative of being a nun no one likes. Puzzles accompany the player along the journey, using mechanics that seem a little demonic. Not much gameplay in the first hour, as the game favors a finer story introduction, but you get the gist of what's to come along, with interesting nuance like getting away from a mad shooter in a cart. Worth a go if you're into something different and you like puzzle platforming. Like a Dragon's Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. It's Yakuza, and now they're pirates. Never did play through an entry in the Yakuza series, but how could I not try this? It's too wacky to not warrant a try. Unfortunately, these games are so big that an hour is not enough to really sink your teeth into its meat. And knowing Yakuza games, you can be sure that meat is thick. The graphics are really good, the voice acting is decent, and the gameplay is fluid and fun, even if you're just mashing buttons. I need more of this game, but I'm afraid if I start one, I'm gonna have to start them all, and I lost enough time to games as it is. Paw Patrol Rescue Wheels Championship. Paw Patrol is back, and now they're racing. If you have no access to any other kart game, or need to scratch a karting itch, you can get your fill easy in less than a day. As the first hour of the Paw Patrol Rescue Wheels, I was able to complete the first 3 cups available on hard. It's a kid's game, I get it, but still felt lacking in content. There is a bigger campaign mode that I'm sure won't take much longer than another hour to finish, making this a quick stop and go if you're looking to blaze through a game quick. It's not hard to play, controls don't suck, CPU sometimes feels like it's providing a challenge. The biggest obstacle the game throws at you is how long can you hear the same soundbite.
So fast! So fast! So fast!
For an animated series that I'm sure has thousands of dialogue by now, I am stumped how these quick IP toss-outs don't get access to the cartoon's vast library of voices. The music was probably the only saving grace. Menace. Judging by the thumbnail of the game, I honestly couldn't tell you what Menace is about. I was expecting to get lost in a space sim, only to find out it's a light XCOM clone. Once I understood the game a little, I was excited to see the resemblances, such as a base you can customize, squads you can hire, an economy to manage, relations with other regions, and of course turn-based combat.
Send it up!
First few matches felt fresh and fun, and after some time, that started to wear off. This quickly became we have XCOM at home type of game. It started to feel repetitive and always short of a more full experience, like you would get in XCOM. I did play more than an hour of Menace, because it was hitting the right boxes, but it felt like the nuances died quick, and I was left feeling for an experience where my decisions had a bigger impact on the progress of my game. The First Descendant. If Menace was we have XCOM at home, then the First Descendant is we have Destiny at home. Continuing the line of clones that have been done better is Nexon's game, a company that seems to shit out games like there's no tomorrow. I don't think I stayed too long with this game, which breaks my hour-long promise of trying each game. I got the gist of it within the first 10 minutes, which is more kind than some games I know that usually take up the first hour with story no one asked for. Once I got past the mobile-style UI and shot aimlessly at anything that moved, I got right away what they were going for. It wants to be Destiny, without the weight and tight gameplay Destiny is known for. I never got huge into Destiny though, and so I didn't feel the need to play further with this one. Relooted. Relooted was a fresh breath of air amongst the clones that came out this month so far. Brimming with cultural vibes and a little education, Relooted mixes gameplay styles in this puzzle runner. At first I thought this was a classic runner game, but eventually was slowed down pretty much to a halt, as I had to push objects and hit switches while planning the perfect getaway. The juxtaposition of having a fast-paced game to all of a sudden stopping to think hit me hard like a brick wall. As a fan of both styles of games, I thought it weird to kill the pacing of fast-paced platform games with puzzles, but once you have the perfect setup and you're ready to book it, the rush of getting away with the perfect run immediately puts you back into that rush feeling. In between sections is a hub world where you can get a good dose of story and unlock new mechanics that is sure to increase the challenges along the way, keeping your interest in the game. Star Sand Island. Immediately getting into Star Sand Island, I was just thinking to myself, oh, it's My Time at Portia. While having similar graphics and concepts that I know dozens of other games share, something about the look and vibe screamed to me, My Time at Portia clone. The game does feature unique elements that, had it started with those, I would have been a lot more excited about what to expect, such as building a house and cave exploring. All in all, looks just to be just as good as any other. Tons of exploring, resource gathering, building and growing the town you now call your home. It does at least have some cool modes of transport, like a skateboard or scooter. Not really much else to say. It is what it is. BlazBlue Entropy Effect X. Ah, Here's a game series I know nothing about, and much like League of Legends, I can at least enjoy its offsprings. In this instance, BlazBlue Entropy Effect X, being a spin-off of the BlazBlue fighting series. You have access to the full girth of a fighting roster to choose from, but this is a platforming roguelike action game, much like in the vein of Dead Cells, which, speaking of, makes an appearance in that roster. The game looks good, tons of flash, music passes but not necessarily memorable, and there's bosses. How many? I don't know. Were they fun to fight? No, not really. The game sported a very repetitive go right and fight stage design that didn't have much variation in pathing, and was constantly broken up by choices to be made before each section. There was something about this game that felt empty to me as I slashed through enemies and casted a series of skills that did things I couldn't really care about, as the challenge never made me think twice about what maneuver I should take. The irony of having the character from Dead Cells in this game, yet not having the level design, boss patterns, or maneuverability that Dead Cells has. Maybe there's more to the game the further you get in, but I felt like I was just mashing my way through, and despite each character playing different, the game didn't feel different. Maybe you'll like it. Roadside Research. And ending off the clones of better games is Roadside Research, which starts off with a very intriguing look as you play an alien pretending to be a road stop employee and letting the player draw up their own face, which has more of an impact if you're playing with friends. The game stops being unique right there. Upon playing the game, seeing the UI design they went with, and just basically feeling like this is another asset flip game, I'm reminded of Supermarket Simulator. It's the exact same game, but with less traveling. I don't know why someone needs another version of that game. Like, other than the alien and pumping gas, I didn't see what was different. It's literally the same shit. I get having fun running a shop with your friends, especially if you're live streaming it, but this game is an empty husk, and you're the reason your kids suck at school if this is what you offer for co-op with his friends. High on Life 2. At least there's a lifesaver being tossed into the sea of clones that wish they were better games, that is, High on Life 2. I played part 1, cleared it, loved the unique nature of it, and didn't expect a sequel. Ever. Well, it's here, and other than being a poorly optimized, demanding game that'll make you sick if you don't change the default FOV and ignore the music, it is instantly fun all over again, and possibly one of the best intros to a game for a quick recap of the story so far. The gunplay is there, the jokes are hilarious, the amount of dialogue at any given moment and how long they can go is still impressive, and did I mention, hilarious? The game also introduces a new mechanic via skateboarding in first person for both getting around and combat. I personally enjoyed it. All of it. Everything that the game was doing, except the weird ass funky music. I may see myself return to the game to beat it, because I expect random wacky shit at every corner, and I really like the boss setups. The game looks to do everything the first game did right, and more. And that's the games I tried in this mid-month recap. In addition to an already time-killing lineup were another handful of games that I didn't showcase in this video, which are Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, Diablo 2 re-release, or is this the third or fourth time they released it, Madden 26, and of course following last month's release is Final Fantasy 2. Already as of this video, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora and Aerial Knight's Job Shop are available to play, and next month's games are also looking to pique at least one of your interests, with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Witcher 3 headlining the month. Hope you enjoyed another Game Pass recap. If you enjoyed my video and want to see more, a like and subscribe can get you more, and help me a bunch. My name is Natal, and thank you for watching.